Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Everything is unscripted. That means I don't know what's coming. I don't know what objects my guests are going to show me. Thanks for being with me. Everything's unscripted. We're going to talk to you what to look for, how to tell, the stuff, information that you can use so you can, of course, know what to treasure hunt for at the thrift store, the yard sale, the antique mall. It's good to be with you. Don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. Why? Because it's free, because it's chock full of information, selling tips, thrifting tips, all kinds of information, also about how to identify pieces properly. So sign up at drloriv.com. Go where the thumbs up free tab is, put in your email. We will send it to you. You don't have to do anything else other than subscribe. Thanks for being with me. So lots to do. We're very busy, very busy. It was a busy day today. It was very busy here today. I wonder if it's busy in your life too. Did you guys have a busy day too? I was like, oh, it was crazy here. Was it busy for today, midweek? Yeah, busy? Show me those objects.
Definitely.
What you got? Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Angie.
Hi, how are you, Angie? So tell me, how'd you get this bowl, hon?
I found it at a thrift store. Paid $4 for it. It
What
looks
made-
copper to me.
Looks copper to you? Can you turn it over? Can I see the bottom? Yeah, lots of people are looking at Hummels and other figurines. A lot of people will poo-poo certain figurines, but figurines are coming back very strong. And I'm always the one to tell you when something's going out of style and something's coming into style. So Hummels and other types of figurines, very, very interesting. So I'm not surprised that a lot of folks are saying, oh, well, I'm going to take advantage of this great buyer's market and buy some Hummel figurines. So yeah, some of them are out on the table today and some of them are not real Hummels either. Can you tell the difference? Do you know which ones are the reals and which ones are the fakes? Well, so I'll teach you how to tell. If you want to know how to tell, I talk a lot about figurines, particularly Hummels, on my website, including their values there at drloriv.com. My guests are here. Let's see what they've got. So we've got this, which looks like a pair of earrings. And I've got a cross, looks like a cross there too. And then we've got another piece of jewelry here. I can't really see that one. It looks like it's on a white piece. Oh, so that isn't a pair of earrings. That's actually a buckle. Okay, that's not a pair of earrings. It's actually a buckle. So let's take a look at your buckle. What's your names?
Nikki and Ben.
Hi, Nikki and Ben. What's happening?
Well, we got this for $20, marked down from $40 at a vintage shop.
And where are you? Where are you guys?
We're in Washington State.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got it for $20? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like it. Do you like it? What did you like about it? I like the scroll work. I like the open fret work, like the open filigree kind of work. I like the brass. That doesn't bother me. The difference between, of course, the 14 karat gold and the brass. Let's see.
We're trying to figure out if these are glass or they're stone.
They're poured. They're poured glass.
Okay.
Nice.
Composite. Okay. I always call them composite because they're glass with some stuff in them, basically. They add some stuff to them, but they're poured. And you can usually tell poured when you look at a piece like that, very, very circular like that, So it's a little bit difficult to do that. So then you start to say, okay, that must be a mold, right? When it's really perfect, it's usually a mold, right? So this is nice. How old do you think the buckle is?
I have no idea.
Come on. Yes, you do have an idea. Take a guess. Come on.
Could it be as old as like the 30s or 20s?
Could it be as old as the hills like I am? Look at you two. How old could it be? Could it be as old as her? Maybe, No. It's probably not from the 1960s or 70s. It probably dates to about the 1940s. Nice. I'd put it the 40s or 50s. I would not put it all the way back to the 20s, although that would be nice. Stamped out scroll work, three-dimensionality is usually us moving into that period, of course, of the post-war era after 1945. So when I say post-war, I'm talking about World War II after 45. So what did you pay? $20?
Yeah, it was originally marked $40, but we did a little bit of what's it called?
Negotiate.
Negotiating. Yeah, sorry.
And teach everybody how you did it. How did you negotiate? Because a lot of the folks who follow me are like, Dr. Lori, I'm not that brave. I don't really want to negotiate. What should I do? What did you do? Was it hard? What did you do? What was the language that came out of your mouth that made them come down $20, half price?
It was really easy, honestly. So how it was in the case was each of these were individually $20. And so we kind of pointed out that it looks like it was more of a set. And the lady said, yeah, no, okay. So I think that should probably just be worth 20 or whatever instead of selling them individually. So
okay, so the
Doesn't hurt
eye
to
helped
ask.
you. So looking at it and asking, and you did have a reasonable person too.
Yes,
that person did say, okay, yeah, that's kind of true. We kind of messed up. Don't be afraid of that, because there are a lot of folks out there like, I don't know what's in that case. I just work here. Those people. So but I like this piece, and I would say value on this piece, probably not more than 75. So for 20, to make 75 not bad, I'd like you to look for better quality pieces, stamped out pieces. Show us the back, and I'll show you what I mean by stamped out. Do you see how the areas right? Yeah, all of it actually. Scroll work like curved. Try not to move too much, sweetheart. Scroll work like curved, right? And then it looks like it's just been stamped out into the metal. And then really all of the workmanship is in them applying that linking, that little link element of hardware, and then the two elements that would then be attached to something that it's going to link, right? Usually material. So not bad though. So when you're looking at pieces like that, I think it's great that you were smart enough to look at it closely, go from there. Don't forget to use the loop, and that will help you too. And when you're old school kids games, red light, green light, or Simon Says. Did you play these?
I played red light, green light. A little bit of Simon Says, but like more red light, green light, and it would get pretty vicious out on the field sometimes.
And Nikki, what about you, honey?
Same. Red light, green, all the way.
I grew up, we had a really long driveway. So red light, green light was fun in our driveway because you have to really run, when it was green light, you had to like move, and if you had the longer driveway, it was kind of the place to play. So that's fun. So, hey, good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lori.
Always
Bye-bye.
my pleasure. You know that. It's always my pleasure. Washington State, always fun, always fun. So, when you're looking at pieces like that and you're not sure if it's molded or not, look for specifics and look for if it's too perfect. Because usually, molds and machines will make things look perfect. Handmade stuff, if it's done by hand, usually doesn't look all that perfect. Stamped out metal is usually lower in quality and lower in value than, of course, hand cast metal. So we'll show you some examples and you'll go from there. So there you go. That's great. Binge watcher shows. It seems like a lot of the same peeps are on our shows. Well, did you participate, Kimberly? Are you backstage? I'd like to have you on the show. So don't complain about other people being on. You know what they do? They show up. They're here first come, first serve, right? I want you, Kimberly. I'm going to look for you, Kimberly. I hope you show up too, because you know what? The same way I would choose you, it's first come, first serve. So get in there. I'll be happy to have you on. So this is the, I want to complain. Do it. Those guys got their connection together, got together, got their object. We're in early, went to the specials and shop page, clicked on the link, follow the directions. You can do it. You have just as much opportunity and just as much right to be with me as anybody else. So I hope you will. Yep, it's easy. There it is. There's the binge link that you should use. And also, of course, the details for how to be on Ask Dr. Lori Live. This is an opportunity for folks. You don't have to go to one of those groups where, they may or may not give you the right answer. You're going to get a PhD with almost 30 years of experience in the field appraising your objects as a courtesy. So go ahead, do it. No. I don't want you to apologize. Don't have to apologize. I want you to basically participate. You want to be on it, then fine. You don't need to apologize. But before you go typing, I want you to make sure that you think, oh, well, you know what? Other people can do it. Why can't I do it? Because I want all of you to do it. It's a community. Sure. Join me. I want to pray something for you, Kimberly. It's no problem. And if it's your first time, it's not your first time watching because you said you see all the same people. They aren't all the same people, but we do this a lot. So maybe you're thinking you see a lot of the same people, but I want you. It's like Uncle Sam. I want you. So I hope you'll participate in that Ask Dr. Lori Live too. All right, let's see what we've got. So we've got a piece of ceramic. We've got that bowl. We've got that bowl, which is kind of textural. We've got less glare on the piece of artwork, which is nice too. And then we've got this pin. Well, let's take a look at that pin. She's sitting on a bed and it looks like she has a pin and it looks like it is a faux pearl pin. Is it marked?
Yes, it's Miriam Haskell.
Okay, and it says Miriam Haskell. Does it have a tag logo? Is it an oval logo that says Miriam Haskell? Is it more of a rectangle that says Miriam Haskell? It's the oval tag logo. The different tag logos are going to be important for costume jewelry. So in this particular case, that tag logo helps to identify time period, right? Can I see the front? Would you trade it for the bowl? I'm going back to the bowl. This is Christy from New Hampshire. Would you trade it for the bowl?
I like the bowl, but I don't think I'd trade it.
Okay, you don't think you'd trade it for the bowl?
No.
Okay, so I would not trade it for the bowl. I think the bowl for the $4 investment, in my opinion, it's probably worth somewhere around $15. I do think it's copper, but I don't think that bowl is going to really give you a great, return on investment. I'd really rather see you looking at artwork, furniture, jewelry, some other pieces, but metals right now, while certain pieces are hot, that 1970s stuff is starting to wane. But that's what I would say about that particular piece. And the Miriam Haskell piece I like, but I have to say it depends on how much you paid for it. So how much did you pay for it?
$30.
You paid $30 for the Miriam Haskell outright. Yeah. Was it an online auction or something?
It was eBay. So it was 36. I offered 30.
Okay, so it was 30, and I would say the Miriam Haskell piece, which dates to the 1950s, 60s, is going to be valued no more than $175 in this case. Those brooches are popular. Miriam Haskell's nice, but I have to say those faux pearls don't look like they're in great shape based on actual sales records. And let me ask you both the question of the day. So for the bowl, first of all, the question of the day, Simon says, or red light, green light. What do you think?
I'm going to say Simon says. I wasn't very competitive.
Wasn't very good. So you would follow the directions. You like Simon says,
right.
This, Simon says, do that. Okay.
You got it.
And then back to you with the Miriam Haskell. Simon says, or red light, green light?
Simon says.
Yeah, I think I like Simon says better than red light, green light. I'm not big on running. I'm not big on running in general. I was a good swimmer. I like to swim. But I have to say that in terms of it, the red light, green light thing was like, oh my gosh, okay, now we have to run. Okay, now we have to stop. Okay, I hate that stuff. I like black or white. This is what we're doing. This is what we're not doing. It's one or the other. So Simon says was easier for me because I could just follow directions because I'm good at following directions. I like that. So thank you, ladies. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. So those were cool, some cool objects too. Don't forget when you're looking at pieces like those copper bowls, I like to see a stamp. I like to see the impressed or the embossed imagery. Right? I like that. But again, a lot of those pieces, in fact, are more presentation pieces, and they're usually mass produced in large numbers. And when you see pieces that are mass produced in large numbers, value is usually low. This channel is all about, well, it's about a lot of things, but it's all about teaching you guys what to look for. So when you identify what to look for and you know what to look for, it's going to actually help you to make sure that you don't pass by objects that are valuable or that are of high quality. So knowing what to look for is as important as knowing the values. Everyone's like, what's the value of that? What's the value of this? But you're not getting a lot of the times on other channels. Here, you're getting it, that information about what are the materials and what's quality and how to identify it. This is why I'm giving you lists of what you shouldn't pass up at the thrift store. Very popular videos, and the what to look for videos too. And yeah, please answer my question of the day in the comments. If you, of course, are watching, and I want to know where you're watching from too. So give me, the shout out, hi from wherever. And of course, if you'll answer the question of the day. And if you have questions, you can put them there too. Thank you very much for the support with super chats and super stickers. There's lots of ways you can support the channel, and we appreciate you doing that. It helps me to make more videos for you. And many of you, of course, are basically, you're carrying the load for everybody else. So I appreciate those of you who are supporting the channel, and there's many ways to do it. You can share the channel, you can watch the channel, you can purchase some of our recommended products. You can also, of course, buy a mug or something like that. But my guests are here, and you can participate too in Ask Dr. Lori Live. So let's see what they've got. Let's see. We've got a little tiny piece here. It looks like a crimper, basically, for a shirt. We've got a plate, nice, lovely plate. We've got a piece of red glass. Let's take a look at this piece of red glass first. Oh, your camera's not horizontal. Your camera has to be horizontal, please.
Okay.
So your camera is is vertical, not horizontal. So let's.
I got it.
In the meantime, connection is not great. All right. Are you holding your camera? The person
Yes.
with the red glass. Are you holding your camera? Okay.
Yes.
You just need to hold it. You'll need to hold it as still as you can, sweetie. So, what's your first name with the red glass?
Amy.
Hi, Amy. Where are you?
I am in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Okay. So, how did you acquire this? Can I see that piece of glass as if you're going to hold it on a table? There you go. Terrific. Perfect. Right there. Right. Yep. Amy, you keep moving it. It's like a moving target for my eyes. So, can you put it as if you're going to hold it, put it on a table? There you are. How did you acquire this piece?
I bought it at a thrift store.
Is it marked?
No,
How much did you pay?
$1.
Oh, $1 is fantastic for this. Wonderful. So it's unmarked. It's beautifully done. I like it a lot. I like the form very much, and I like that base, and that base gives it balance. Without that base, you would just have what I call a teeter-totter bowl, right? That bowl would kind of very, yeah, you need that base to stabilize the whole thing. That's a nice piece. I would say that piece is probably made in Poland, and that piece probably dates to about the 1970s, and value on that piece just about $85 for $1.
Oh,
great.
That's
great, Amy.
fantastic.
Fantastic. So what did you think when you saw it? When you saw it?
I thought maybe I would use it for a bird feeder outside.
You're going to put it outside for a bird feeder. No, you're not, Amy.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, Amy. The birds are going to have to do something else in Santa Fe. So,
Right?
Right. I think so. So when you saw it, you thought maybe it's a bird feeder. Did you think, hey, it's a nice piece of glass?
Absolutely. I've been watching you and looking at stuff and going, we should buy that.
Well, I'm so glad. I hope that the videos are helpful and fun, and I hope that you'll share them on your social media and with your friends and family.
I do.
Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. You got to do it. You got to help me out. I cannot do this alone. My question of the day is red light, green light, or Simon Says?
Red light, green light, I guess.
Okay. Red light, green light. The other thing I want to tell you while you've got that bowl holding up, first of all, that nice curve I like. I like the fact that it's not too big. And of course, I like the fact that the clear glass extends all the way up. So you've got, of course, that clear glass. That's why the base looks good, right?
Right.
That clear glass extends. Remember also that the optic nerve sees red first. So, of course, we're going to be attracted to red. Really
I love it.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Have a good night. Bye.
You too. Bye. Keep watching. And then we've got this piece here that looks sort of like an iron, but it's not an iron. How did you acquire this?
I think my mom bought it from Goodwill.
You think your mom bought it from Goodwill?
Yeah.
So basically, it's sometimes considered a crimper. So people will use it with textiles, and they will use it, in fact, to crimp, whether it's a collar or a sleeve or such. Oftentimes people use it that way. People have used these things for other purposes as well. It's very common for someone to say, oh, my family used to use that for this purpose, but someone else uses it for another purpose. But in fact, intended to be a crimper, so it would be heated up. It's a nice piece. What do you think it's worth?
I saw the highest thing when I was looking online said $300.
$300 for your piece? That is way incorrect. This is the problem with I'm looking online. I mean, it's so far out of the ballpark. Value on that piece is just about $35. You'll never see somebody paying $300 for that piece.
It was only one.
But this is what happens a lot of the times with some of these listings. And oftentimes the reason why for such high numbers, many of you have told me this as resellers. You said, well, Dr. Lori, if I don't know what something is, I put a big high price on it and I figure, well, if it sells for that, I'm happy because I didn't have the time to do the research. That happens. But basically, you're looking at just about $35 for that piece. It's a nice piece, early 20th century. What's your name?
Amy.
Where are you calling from, Amy?
From Marietta.
From Marietta, near Georgia, near Atlanta?
Marietta, California.
Marietta, California. Okay. There's a Marietta that has wonderful Tex-Mex near Atlanta. Those of you who are in Georgia are going, yeah, Papacitos in Atlanta. There's a Marietta, Georgia there too. Anyway, there's my plug for Papacitos. But let's see. Red light, green light, or Simon Says.
Simon Says.
And Simon Says again. Okay, good to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So that's a nice piece. Unusual pieces people like to see. That's one of the other things that we see here, of course, on my videos. You see a lot of unusual pieces that most people can't identify or don't see very often. So it's cool that she actually decided to keep that particular piece. So, and thanks again for your support. Let's see. We've got all kinds of folks who are, of course, helping out the channel with their support. Is this cranberry glass? Is what cranberry glass? So we're going to have to see what we've got that's cranberry glass. Cranberry glass, of course, you would need to submit a photo so I can see the image. I get questions like this and I kind of go, I'm supposed to figure this out like by osmosis. But so, of course, hopefully you'll see that. My crew is awesome. Timeless Student by Deborah is absolutely right. I'm very lucky to have the crew that I have. So, oh, and folks are making comments. Thank you very much about, of course, my class, which took place recently. And that's what you're looking at. Oh, is the red bowl that we just did cranberry glass? No. Good question. Thank you. I didn't put two and two together. I apologize. But yeah, you have to send me a picture for me to understand what you're talking about. I need the visual. Everybody needs the visual. But that's what we're seeing. So basically that's that. Yeah, sometimes the video calls, you guys get emotional. You're surprised to talk with me really in person. So, but you can cry to me anytime. I don't mind. It's no problem. But it's wonderful that I can get a chance to talk with any of you. And it's wonderful that you're all here tonight. It's Ask Dr. Lori Live. We're looking at jewelry. We're looking at glass. We're looking at ceramics. We're looking at your stuff. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at all kinds of things. And don't forget, of course, to have your object ready and to have it held up if you can. As you get started. I like that piece because I like pools. Somebody realizes that I like pools. I like that piece, that work of art very much. Looks like we haven't got too much glare on it either. Let's see what this plate has to say for itself. How did we acquire this?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
It's Rowan in Denver.
Hi, Rowan. So tell me, how did you acquire this plate and how many do you have?
One thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
These are not, this is a scalloped edge. It is not chipped.
What made you, yes, it's obvious of that because of course, when you see, of course, that gilding or that banding going along it, it isn't chipped. That's great. It's a repeated pattern. Is there a mark on the back?
Yes, it says H&C L France.
So Haviland and Company, and then the L stands for Limoges. Can we see the mark? So they all know what to look for? There you go. So it says H&C, and sometimes it says CO, and sometimes it says CIE, which is the French for, of course, that idea of the company. The L stands for Limoges, and then France, of course, is where it was made. You can see the nice bright white porcelain, and you can see the band. So you see, of course, that indentation band. No, not that band. The band that's on the X, there you go, the exterior band. There it is. So that's basically what you're looking for. I like that scalloped edge. It shows a little bit more workmanship and, of course, hand painting. How much did you pay for it?
$2.
So it's a piece of Limoges. And when you saw it, did you think, oh, it's Limoges, I'm taking this. It's not damaged. It's hand painted. It's gilded. It's beautiful. Is that what you were thinking, Rowan?
Pretty much, because I've been paying attention to your videos.
And value on that piece is going to be close to $40, about $38 for that plate.
Well, I didn't buy it to resell it. I bought it to put tea cakes on.
Okay, well, you enjoy them. And answer my question of the day before you go, which is red light, green light, or Simon Says?
Simon Says, I think.
Yeah, because you could follow directions, right, Rowan?
I can.
I know. Some of us can do that. And some of us who can't do it are more creative than me. So that's okay, too. Nice to see you.
Red light, green light when I was a kid, but not now.
I was not good at it as a kid either. I would be like, oh, no, what do we do next? Well, that's all right. So nice to see you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. So lots of fun stuff, lots of great objects. And of course, when you're looking at pieces, I want you to look for those names. Those names are going to be very helpful. And thank you very much, Undine from Chicago, We had a video call recently. It was nice of you to, of course, support the channel in that way. Thank you for that. And for those of you who are saying, I need to have Dr. Lori look at my pieces, but I don't really want to be on with the show with everybody. I just want to have her take a look at those pieces. You can go to drloriv.com, and of course you can submit a photo. You can submit a photo of your object that you want me to review to our website at drloriv.com. I'll be happy to take a look. Don't forget about the website, because the website has lots of information on it as well. Information that will help you identify objects, help you understand the markets. And one of the most popular parts of the website is the selling tips. And the selling tips are right there under research and right in my blog too. So don't miss those as well. So lots to see, lots to do. My guests are here, always exciting. Let's see what they've got. Okay, so that looks like an open book. And I'm looking more at the ceiling than I am at the book. Etheric Visions. Okay. And then I'm looking at what might be not close enough. Oh, it's a chandelier or a lamp of some sort. Looks like some have the pieces on it. And then I've got this piece that is
That's a tough one.
and then we've got a piece that's blue, and it looks like a piece of blue glass. And that piece could be a bowl, it could be figural, but maybe if she moves it a little bit, we'll be able to tell. And let's take a look at that blue glass piece. Let's take a look at that blue glass.
Get it in there.
Well,
hi, Dr. Lori.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. Now, where are you calling from and what's your name?
Monica, Salinas, California.
Hi, Monica.
Hi.
So, Monica, you've got this big, bright California window next to you, huh?
Yes.
All
There
right.
are windows all over the house.
Well, windows are good. Nothing wrong with windows. So tell me a little bit about this piece.
So I bought it for $15. There's a veterans run thrift store that I love. And it is marked Fire and Light.
It is?
Yes.
Is there a label on it or is it inscribed?
It's etched in.
It's etched in Fire and Light.
Right.
Okay.
Oops.
It's very free form.
Yes.
Okay. So turn it over for me. I have to say my first initial reaction is way too much going on. You know, it's kind of big on this side. It seems almost out of control to me.
I'm near the ocean and it reminded me of a wave.
Yeah, okay. So that's a marketing thing. It reminds me of a wave. All right. It could remind you of a wave. That's nice, but I'm looking for quality here. So can I see it from the other side? Can you hold it, put it down like it would be on the table?
Well, this side
it kind of does look like a wave. Yeah, there's a lot happening here. There's a lot. Okay, there are people who would like this, but as a purist, I'm kind of on the fence on this. I would say I think it's nicely done. I think that the form, if it were bigger, I think it would look better. You know, it's kind of as if we're doing it, but we're doing the free form, but it's still a little bit too compact for being so, you know, sort of free form on it. How much did you pay for it?
$15.
You paid $15 for it. Well, I think you did okay because I think it's worth about $125. So in terms of it, I think you did all right. In terms of quality and looking at the piece, I don't like you have one piece that's sort of been united with another piece.
Right.
If you're going to do free form, I want it to be one free form because it's harder to do. And if you've ever watched the of course, blown glass folks work, which they're amazing. If you've ever watched them actually work, that idea of uniting another piece in while you're actually blowing it is not really what a lot of people prefer.
Gotcha.
So some of it is also taste. You know, a lot of it's taste. I try to get taste out of the way, and I try to just stay with, I want you to see what quality looks like so you're not sort of clouded by someone's taste, because your taste might be different from mine. So I'd say $125 because I think it's a beautiful piece, but I think that there are other freeform pieces that might be worth more. For a $15 investment, I think you did well. And I like that it is inscribed. I like pieces that are marked. That doesn't mean unmarked pieces can't be valuable, but I like pieces that are marked. And Amy tends to like the color. I like the color. Teal is one of those colors. that again, you need other colors to make teal. That's what I always think. So, you know, I'm sort of a purist when it comes to color, but I like that. Yeah,
Thank
I
you
like the
very
color.
much.
I was excited, but nice to see you though, Monica. Tell me, red light, green light, or Simon Says?
Simon Says.
All right, nice to see you.
I'm good at following directions.
Good at following directions. So good to see you. Thanks for being with me.
Thank you.
I like that piece, but I have to say that there are others that we have seen in terms of the glass that have not even been as valuable as that piece that I've liked better. So it's not only about, of course, value, it's about quality. I told someone today actually, and they said, well, this piece is in a museum. I think it would be worth more. Sometimes the pieces that are in museums, let me tell you, don't have high monetary value. They're in museums for different reasons, not always about money, but good to see you. Don't forget, I'm Dr. Lori. Don't forget to share the channel. Don't forget, I'll see you next time. Thanks to my guests. Bye-bye.